A very good morning from a chilly Sheffield. I've checked out of my hotel this morning, just got to go and dump the bag and then we'll get this thing started. Oh, that's better. I think it's the freedom of not flying that makes me pack an extra heavy bag. But anyway, Sheffield, what a great view of the city we've got from up here on the hill. And I'll be honest, it's a city I don't know much about at all, apart from the Crucible theatre over there, which you'll know about if you've seen my last video. But I've got about 4 hours today before I need to make the drive back up to Montrose, so let's get down there and have a wee explore. Right, it's 8:20 in the morning. I'm kind of hoping that today's video will start with a breakfast. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? To get down here into the city, I cut through the railway station, and what a beautiful old station that is. And on the other side, we've got this big steel structure, and that's because Sheffield is the city of steel. In fact, I think stainless steel was invented here, so that's a nice touch. And the steel is matched perfectly by the silvery grey sky. I think there's some rain in those clouds. I just love places like this. I'm guessing they are proper old, authentic buildings, aren't they? But they're so English. As you can probably hear, there's a lot of construction work going on here beside the station, but I think it's all to do with the university, the famous old Sheffield University, and it looks like they're investing quite a lot of money in it. I mean, look at this, it's quite futuristic, isn't it? But I'm getting distracted. Let's see if we can find that breakfast. But I'm obsessed with the sky at the moment. I'm convinced it's going to rain. This is the wee place I'd seen mention of for breakfast. I'm not sure if it's House or House Street. I guess I'll never know. Oh no, they're closed. Well, I did eventually manage to get in. I was just too early, too keen for my breakfast. Now, I didn't record much in there because the place got very busy very quickly, and with people sitting next to me having their breakfast, I didn't want to be filming, did I? But oh my god, it was incredible. Highly recommended. Now, the first place that I'm not going to show you is Tudor Square, and that's because I spent all day here yesterday. You've got the Winter Garden at one end, and you've got the theatres down the other end, the Crucible and the Lyceum. But like I say, I was here all day yesterday, so if you'd like to see more of this part of the city, check out my previous video. Hey, look at this place. I love these old brick buildings. Now, it's called the Brown Bear. That would suggest it's a pub. Doesn't look very open at the moment, but what a building. And just around the corner we've got another impressive looking place that's slightly bigger. To me that looks like a town hall or something. Oh, look at this, we've got an old police box. I didn't know they did them in green. Ah, so you used to dial 0 for assistance. Now what's it saying? This police box is the sole survivor of 120 boxes which served the Sheffield City Police and the community for nearly 40 years. That's such a shame this is the last one. Oh, and it's also saying occasionally the boxes served as a temporary lockup for anyone who'd been arrested and was awaiting transport to a police station. Imagine being locked up in there. I think I'd get claustrophobia. Sorry about all the background noise, by the way. There's so much construction going on everywhere these days. But I suppose that's a good thing, isn't it? That means investment. Such a grand entrance, isn't it? What have we got here? Sheffield District Register Office. Marriage rooms only. I wonder if we can go in here. I don't want to end up with a wife. What an absolutely stunning building, and the lovely gentleman at the door has confirmed that this is indeed the town hall. Now I'm afraid I can't go any further than this, but that's fine, it's some place, isn't it? And here we've got a matchstick model of the place. You don't see enough matchstick models these days, do you? And the photo just at the back here, that's of Queen Victoria when she opened the town hall on the 21st of May 1897. That is such an amazing photograph. Oh, and there's HMS Sheffield, I remember that one. Oh, and there's the trophy I won yesterday playing snooker. Aye, the big one on the right. So that was Sheffield Town Hall. Thanks, my man. Have a good day. Oh, look at this sign, I love the wording. It is an offence to skate, slide or ride on rollers, skateboards, wheels, mechanical contrivances. I don't even know what that means. And look at this, another wee gem. City of Sheffield standard measures of length. These standards were presented by a Lord Mayor and declared available for public use. So if you've got anything to measure, get yourself along to Sheffield city centre. An imperial yard. At 62 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. Is it just me? I had no idea there was a correlation between length and temperature. But it's not just this, so no, it goes on for miles. Well, maybe not a mile. I don't think you can measure a mile here. I think this place is called the Peace Gardens, but I've just remembered there's another place I want to show you while we're still in the heart of Sheffield. It was just beside the hotel I stayed at last night, and I saw it in the dark, but I want to go back in daylight, and it's very Sheffield, so I'm glad I've remembered. And there's the Crucible Theatre. The snooker action is quite literally just going to start in there in about 1 minute's time. Right, we're looking for Castle Street, and that's Castle House, so we can't be far off. Ah, I can see it, I can see what we're looking for. It's funny how the difference between day and night made me completely lose my bearings, but there it is. And this time I've found a wee plaque as well, so it's called The Steelworker from 1986 by Paul Waplington. So what's it saying here? It's got 18 types of brick, 5 kinds of mortar, and consists of some 30,000 bricks. That is impressive. Right, the next place I'm looking for is about a 25-minute walk from here, and this one's not random, it's somewhere I've read about before and I've always wanted to visit. Now, don't be expecting too much. It's not that impressive, but it's definitely my kind of place. Aye, Sheffield certainly seems like one big building site at the moment. Ah, when I said 25 minutes, I didn't realise it'd be 25 minutes uphill. Right in front of me now I've got the Diamond Building. Now this is not what I'm looking for, but I'm sure I read something about this place. What was it? I'll need to check on my phone.
I'll ship my chicken beef in it, I'll ship a shop and thank you.
And there it is, or should I say there he is, Alan the Peregrine Falcon. Now Big Al here, he's made a 17,000 Allen keys, and would you believe he was commissioned to celebrate the opening of IKEA in Sheffield. Alright, let's move on. This university is absolutely massive, by the way. It totally dominates the city, and it's still growing. There we go, the Arts Tower, and what I'm interested in is how you get to the top of it. So here we are inside the Arts building at the University of Sheffield, and on one side we've got regular lifts, but on the other side we've got a paternoster from the 1960s. You don't see those every day, do you?
Was it Crucible? Crucible played so well for the previous few games. Yeah. But then I think he just got this against Sunday.
Oh, that was a wee bit scary getting on board, but this lift just goes in a continuous loop and you just jump on and off at whichever floor you want. I think we'll try and go to the very top. The guy at the reception was telling me you can go round the very top of the loop, but stand very still if you do, because if you move at all, there's sensors and it'll just stop. The whole loop will stop for everyone. This is incredible. But the only thing I didn't check was how high the lift goes. We're at floor number 7 now, we'll pass in floor 7. I'd like to go to the top because I believe there's a view from the top of this building, but how far do we go? Ah, there we go, 18, last floor. I just need to wait for this red light to turn green and we can step off. There we go. Oh, how amazing was that? Well, we're up near the top of the Arts Tower now, but I can't get through any of the doors, they're all locked. So I don't think we're going to get that view that we're looking for. But second prize, why don't we go around the top of the lift? The guy said it was okay to do it, as I say, as long as you stand very still. And we're only here once, so aye, let's do it. This feels bad, it's like we're breaking the rules, isn't it? Here we go, very still. I'm not going to lie, that felt so weird. Oh yeah, I can move again. It's not the fastest lift in the world, but what a unique experience. And back on again. I've jumped on and off the lift a couple of times now, and believe me, I look absolutely stupid. I haven't got used to this yet. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? And even though we didn't see any views from the top, it was certainly worth a half-hour walk. Well, that's the weather starting to get a bit dodgy with no prospect of improving, so I think I'm going to cut my losses and head back to the car. But there is still one thing I'd like to show you in Sheffield, but we need to be there at a specific time. What a gorgeous old historic square, and it's called Paradise Square. It's a shame that it's pretty much a car park these days. What? The Ronnie O'Sullivan shop? Okay, we'll go and have a look at this. And the Mark Williams collection. I did not realise that players had their own branded clothing. Well, there we go. So here we are at our final stop. In Edinburgh you've got the 1 o'clock gun. In Sheffield you've got the 1 o'clock time signal, which has sounded every single day since 1874. Let's hope today's no exception. And I guess it's only right that the signal, which was there so you could check the time, is right outside a watchmaker's which has been there since 1861. The lady from the jewellers actually just came out to have a chat with me. I suppose when I'm pointing my camera at a very expensive jewellery shop, that's quite natural, isn't it? But she was absolutely lovely, and she was telling me that the 1 o'clock signal is actually running about 3 minutes fast at the moment, so it should be going off in about 5 minutes time. That was good to know. I must admit that was a bit louder than I expected, and I wasn't the only person that jumped, and I was waiting for it. So there we go, that brings to an end my couple of days in Sheffield, and although I've seen loads of stuff while I've been here, the one thing that sticks in my mind is how friendly the people are. Absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time. Bye bye.